Good morning, Marie. How are you? Oh, I went live earlier and then it kicked me off. So that's probably why. And I wasn't going to restart it, but since you were up, I did. Not been a great morning. I don't even have coffee yet. I've been up since 2:30. Yeah, it's a pretty rough day. My foot is starting to come back. I think. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, this is the sweatshirt I sleep in. I've been up since 2:30 this morning. I was going to go back to bed. And then my daughter woke up. And, well, didn't wake up. She hadn't been to bed either. And gave me a whole bunch of news. And yeah, it was, Marie. It sure was. It didn't really hit me until after I stopped that stream. I was sitting here thinking, it just really started to bother me. It is 18 degrees. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I'm not at my computer to do the translation or to I don't know what that's in Celsius. I don't have no way of telling. It's cold. I'm sure it's negative something Celsius. Well, one of them, the wreck, I didn't know the kid, but it's still sad. And it's sad that it's on a part of the highway that, gosh, it seems like once a month someone's killed out there. And the state refuses to four lane it. It needs to be four lane so bad. I hate driving it. Today my daughter should drive it, but I told her I don't know if I'll go with her or not. But regardless, I told her to go the back way. It's a few miles out of your way and it's slower, but a lot safer. Yeah, a 16-year-old kid was killed in a car accident last night. Um, I didn't recognize the name, but that don't mean anything. Around here, everybody's connected to someone somehow. So, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It was a 16-year-old kid on a highway that needs change that the state won't do anything about. I don't know how many people have to get killed out there before they decide to change something. And I mean, there's been whole families killed out there. There's a school on this highway, and a girl, oh, I think Kayla was a senior in high school, was head on going to school or leaving school, or I can't remember now. because these kids have to pull out on this dangerous highway to leave school. It's the only option they have. So they really need to do something out there because, first of all, it's 65-mile-an-hour road. It's only 2 lanes. The traffic is like bumper to bumper all the time. People are always trying to pass people when there's not the space to pass people. And yeah, something just needs to be done. And I didn't really read a whole much in that because I was reading that when Kayla came down and told me about our neighbor. Well, not our current neighbor, but he used to be our neighbor. He passed away during open heart surgery. We were part of the parent bus stop gang when our kids were little. His son was a year younger than Kayla. And from kindergarten till, oh gosh, when they started driving, both our kids drove to school. We parked at the church side by side every morning waiting for the bus to come with our kids. I mean, and he only lived like 3 blocks down the street from me anyway. And we're just a close-knit community where everybody knows everybody really well. And it's really sad. Their house burnt down like 5 years ago and they had to deal with that. And now this. It wasn't hit or run. No, you can't hit and run anything out there on the highway. I woke up with my foot asleep, Marie. I don't know what I'm going to do with my foot. I'm worried. I don't know if I should take myself to the hospital or not. I think the feeling's coming back. It's just like the bottom of my foot now. But it's been 3:30, 4:30, 2.5 hours. I've been waiting for the feeling to come back on my foot. And it made me fall down. Because I thought I could stand up and put my shoes on. Which I learned I could not. When your foot's half asleep. And I landed flat on my butt like a 3-year-old. Like when a 3-year-old throws themselves on the floor in a pit. Well, I stood on my right leg and put my left shoe on. And my left foot is the one that's giving problems. I stood on my left foot and I just went straight down. And that's when my daughter got up. And I was like, did I wake you up? Did I shake the entire house? And she's like, no, you fell. I said, yeah. How do I work it out, Marie? I'm so tired. I'm beyond tired. I don't know how to work it out. It's not a cramp, it's numb. I woke up with my pants all, like my pajama pants all twisted around my leg. Around my knee. Point it. Okay, I'm pointing it. Pull it back. But it's not a cramp, it's numb. Like the circulation's been cut off to it and the blood won't go back down. Because I woke up at 2:30 in the morning. That's why I woke up, was because my foot was asleep. And I got up and I came downstairs. And I looked down and my pant leg had been twisted around my leg like 18,000 times. And up around my knee. And so now it was numb from my knee down. Now it's just numb from like the bottom part of my foot. So I think it's getting better, but it still feels really weird. And so that's when, earlier, when it was still numb, like halfway down my leg, was when I thought I would stand on my leg and try to put my shoe on, and I flopped on my butt, and it was so embarrassing. I'm so glad that no one was here to see it, that it was not live streaming or any of that great stuff. And then there was this bug in my kitchen that I know is coming from next door. And I'm going to call the housing authority, because that house is owned by the housing authority. I'm going to call them. I'm going to tell them to keep their rodents and bugs over there, because I don't want them. I literally was sitting out on my porch like back in September, October. I think it was more like October. And their son goes to the Native American school. And so they had different buses that come get him. And so they were sitting out there waiting for the native bus to come get him. Take him to native school. Everybody else here walks to school. But anyway, I seen, sitting on the porch, I heard him yell, and a rat come out of their house and ran down their porch and ran down the street. And he was showing his son. He said, "Look at it go." I said, "It better be good. It better keep going. It better not stop here." He said, "Oh, it was just a mouse." I said, "No, that was not no mouse. You can't see a mouse with a naked eye, like half a block down the street." And I could still see it as it ran. It went down to my neighbor's house over here, I think. Over here. I was like, "You had this crap in your house?" So, I'm going to send my husband down to the hardware store to get more, what is it called, boric acid? Because I think with all the snow, the boric acid we had is gone. And everybody who's always lived over there has had bugs. Every single one of them. The guy that lived over there before scrapped. And he scrapped off the reservation. So when someone would move out of the government housing out there, he would bring all their appliances. Hey, Kate. He'd bring all their appliances home to go scrap for money. And it would be full of bugs. And they would... So we're like constantly like putting like boric acid around the house. But I guess when I got up this morning, I seen one. It was probably because of all the snow we gotten. I'm thinking it's probably soaked in the ground and it's not effective anymore. So I'm gonna have to. Oh my God, I shouldn't have to. I call them. I said I want reimbursed. If I had to buy all this boric acid, I have to buy bug spray to get rid of crap that's coming from your people, then you guys are paying for it. I slept like crap all night long, for one thing. And then I woke up with my foot asleep at my knee, because my pajama pants, like, squished up to my knee and then wrapped around like 18,000 times around my knee and cut off the circulation to my leg. And so I came downstairs, and instead of sitting down and putting my shoes on like a normal human being would, I bounced on my right leg and put my left shoe on. And then I bounced on my left leg to put my right shoe on. But my left leg is the one that is still asleep 2.5 hours later. I fell on my butt like a 3-year-old. Like my feet just went out from under me and I landed on my butt. I'm so embarrassed. So glad nobody saw it. But like a few minutes later, Kayla starts coming down the stairs. So I thought, oh God, my fat butt hitting the floor jarred the whole house and woke her up. But no, she didn't even know I'd fallen. And she came down to tell me that that our neighbor in the other town we lived in, he passed away during open heart surgery. And his son was a year younger than Kayla in school. We were part of the bus stop squad for years and years and years. Me and Curtis, we pulled up right next to each other, so he'd wait on the bus for CJ and I'd wait on the bus for my 2 girls, so they wouldn't have to be in the cold. And because they didn't have like an actual bus stop, it was just in a church parking lot. And he passed away, and then there was a bad car accident, killed a 16-year-old last night. And I didn't know who, but I'm sure it wasn't that far away. So I'm sure there's a connection to someone I know, unfortunately. And so with all that bad news, my foot that's half asleep and me falling on my butt, I gave up on going back to sleep. Even though today is going to be an exceptionally busy day. Oh, and I found the bug in the kitchen. That's what we were talking about when you came in. Which came from my neighbor's house. I never had bugs a day in my life until I moved here, and it's because of these people over here. Everyone who lives there has freaking bugs. It was just a really crappy day, Kate. It was real crappy. And I'm wearing my hood up because nobody wants to deal with this first thing in the morning. Actually, it's not that bad. But, yeah, I haven't even brushed my hair this morning. So that's all my complaints. How's everybody else? Oh, and of course, I'm not up by myself. Say good morning. Good morning. Tell everybody good morning. No? She's going back to sleep. She says, hi, Marie. Good night, Marie. Mommy, put the blanket over me. See? I have to put the blanket over her. When I have a bad night's sleep, she has a bad night's sleep. I am so tired, guys. I am. And then my husband didn't come to bed till about midnight, so that woke me up again because I was watching YouTube as I slept, and he can't stand the little bitty tiniest bit of light, so he had to take my phone away from me, which I wasn't totally asleep, but now I know why he was up till midnight. Kayla was probably talking to him. Oh, Tinker sleep too, Marie. The her don't want nothing to do with nobody. No. Do you? No. Say, I just want to sleep. I am tired wiener. I want to go back to bed, Mommy. I go back to bed. You want to go back to bed, Tinker? You want to go back to bed? She wants to go back to bed. You want to go back to the warm bed? Oh. But is she hugging me? Yes, you hugging me. I told you, Secret. I told you, Secret. She said, good night, Marie. Back under the blanket. So I just came on real quick to talk to you, Marie. Me and Tinker may go back to bed. We have so much to do today, though, because I have to go to the post office. Kayla has to go cash her check. I have a check I have to go cash. We have stuff to do today. How come it's the days that you really have a lot to do that this is a problem? I don't know. But I think I'm going to go try to go back to sleep because it all of a sudden hit me that I'm really tired. So maybe by the time I wake up in the morning, it is morning. It is 5:30 and I want to go back to bed. Maybe by the time I get up the second time, I'll be a little bit more rested. I don't know. Alright, well, I'll come over to your house for lunch, Murray. I'm gonna take a nap first. 'Cause I've been up for a long time. I'm really tired. But I knew you were trying to get into my chat, and that was a chat that, wasn't working for some reason. YouTube was being a pain in the butt. So, I don't know. They kept buffering on me. All that, but, um, I'm gonna either go to the hospital and find out what's wrong with my foot, or go back to bed. I'm gonna go up and consult my husband. He'll be very grumpy that I wake him up at 5:30 on a Saturday morning. So anyway, if I go with my daughter to my hometown where I grew up, I might go live then to show you my town where I grew up. Or maybe I'll just record it, I don't know. But, anywho, I'm gonna go to sleep. Night night.